Stezo Radio is for adults only.
The Stezo Radio Show. The Stezo Radio Show. The Stezo Radio Show. The Stezo Radio Show. Well, it's that radio show where we go toe to toe. Hot topic dropping knowledge straight from Chicago. And it's our point of view. So tell me what you gon' do. Drop a line, don't be lying, trying to get with the crew. Cause we be talking them facts, exposing them fiction. Man, it's so real that we be causing some friction. Probably something you missing, ain't no need to be dissing. Just relax here and listen because we spitting and sipping. The Stezo Radio Show. 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 The Stezo Radio Show.
All right, y'all, welcome back. We amped as hell because this is going to be a real NBA special podcast. We just had the finals. We just had the draft. We just had a lot of back and forth talking between the cast members and the crew. We just had a lot of Iverson bashing, which, you know, I don't like. I feel it's bullshit upon all bullshit. Probably the greatest little man ever. But what we're going to do right now is get to these intros. Go.
What's going on? Younggin Curt. You know where to follow me. SI_Curt. Curt_SI. All social media.
It's that nigga back at the round table.
And that's nigga with an A, not an ER.
Yeah, it's your boy, the forever guest, Rickey Bobby, back in the building. Follow me on IG, Rickey Bobby 26.
All right, we got a special guest in the building. This kind of special right here. Y'all heard his music on the show many a times. What'd you say? You say it's fitting? Yeah, it's fitting. You heard him. You know, DSon. We done featured his music since day one.
He deserves to be downstairs, man. He deserves to see us slow clap, don't you?
I would,
Oh, shit.
but
It's the Iverson.
it's the Iverson. But you know what? I'm gonna be bigger than that and give him a Stezo slow clap. Right, go ahead,
What's
sir.
going on, man? It's your boy DSon, man. Represent reflective music and true legends, man. How y'all feeling out there?
All right, so DSon didn't want to admit that Iverson was the greatest small man ever. So we gonna not even talk about that first. Well, I want to talk about first is what that nigga and Younggin been going at it. It feel like a week, but it's only been a day. Y'all been going at it about this Derrick Rose trade to the Knicks. First off, who thought it was a good trade?
I think, was it a good trade? I think, talent-wise, no. But do I think it was a necessary trade and probably the best trade you could have got? Yeah.
It was definitely the best trade we could have got. I just don't think it was necessary. I think it would have been more fitting for them. It would have been more fitting for them to just let his contract expire.
No matter how you slice it, man, it was a horrible trade, man.
See,
it was a horrible trade. It was necessary, but you don't just trade just to be trading, in my opinion.
but that's what I was saying. It wasn't a trade just to be trading. You was trading somebody who clearly didn't want to be here and had $21 million on the books. And you have to get rid of that.
Right. And I understand that. But like I was saying, when we was pre-gaming and going back and forth, we even picked up more money with Robin Lopez's contract. Off that alone. We got 3 useless players. We might have filled the space for Younggin with him hitting free agency and everything like that. That's cool. But what we got for giving up Derrick, it was cheaper to keep.
No. Actually, it wasn't. And I'm going to tell you why Robin Lopez was there. Because Robin Lopez makes $14 million this year. Joakim Noah made $14 million last year. And they basically are the same person. And what you did was you basically just re-signed Joakim Noah for 3 years. So, because the thing is, everybody always say, get rid of this. You have to fill them spots. Like I remember I was telling my guy, I hate Jay Cutler. You gotta get rid of him. He always used to say, and replace him with who? And I'd be like, we like, well, shut up.
That was me. Shit.
But he used to be like, all right, now shut up. If you ain't got nobody to replace him with, be quiet. So the thing is, that whole Robin Lopez got 3 years left. He probably gonna play 2. He probably just gonna play 2. But
Yeah,
that was, but you can't, right. So what you did with that is you basically just signed Joakim Noah, just a different player, and now you don't have to worry about that because that's already on your books. You know what I'm saying? That's already in there. Now Jose Calderon, he was put in because you hoping that he could get Pau Gasol to come stay up because they both play in Spain. And then the Jerry Grant, who I actually like, you know what I'm saying? If you've seen him in New York, he's actually pretty decent.
Man.
He's pretty decent. The only problem with him is he's a small forward. I mean, a shooting guard in a point guard body. You know what I'm saying? That's the only thing with him. So that was all you're going to get. Because to me, seeing that Derrick Rose was making $21 million his last year, only 2 teams I know eat contracts like that. The Los Angeles Lakers and the New York Knicks, because they sell you. Los Angeles Lakers sell you off their venue, the money, and they sell you off, oh, we play championship ball, we get you there. Yeah. New York sell you off Madison Square Garden, the venue, and money.
And white bitches. And
right.
White bitches.
So because when I say eat the contract, when I say when I say eat the contract, I mean like I could get you here, and I really believe I could get you to re-sign. Right. Other teams don't want to take that risk. $21 million, and then why I say the Bulls need to do that, because this dude don't want to be here. If you would have kept Derrick Rose, 2 things would have happened. It would have messed you up. One, you would have paid $21 million for this dude to audition for 29 other teams. Well, $21 million for him to audition. And then, seeing that he's the starting point guard, whatever you was running during that year, you got to ask yourself when he leave, damn, is Jimmy Butler that good, or did D Rose make him that good? Was Taj Gibson that good, or did D Rose make him that good? And then your philosophy changed, and then you back to square one.
But you as the Bulls, you benefit from him auditioning for another team, though.
How so?
Because you getting him, not only is his stock rising if he's balling, he's balling for you in this contract year, that gives you more leverage to trade him at the deadline.
To trade him,
and even if you decide to keep him, let's say if you keep him and you hop out. You hop out to above 500 season. You probably 7-8 games above 500. They peaking at the right time. Whop the bang. You want to keep him there and see what's going on. If you have him playing at a high level, worst come to worst, you can trade him at the deadline.
To who though?
You can trade it because we don't know exactly how these teams going to perform next season, so I can't say. No, but let's say hypothetically speaking, a team like
I don't want to say.
Let's say a team, and I'm just throwing it out there. Let's say a team like Memphis.
Okay.
Let's say a team like Memphis is balling,
right,
or whatever. They losing Conley.
Okay.
They still playing above 500 ball. Memphis still got it's not a big window, but they still got a little window if they just add 1 or 2 players. If they just add 1 or 2 players. You mean to tell me that you won't be able to peel a first-round pick from Memphis for Derrick Rose for a year? To go back to play where he used to play in college?
Actually, like you just said, the key word you said that was former.
They'll take it, though.
But you know what the pitch is? You trying to sell me off a former MVP? No, sell me off a dude that just had 3 knee surgeries, that's missed over 120 games in the last 3 years. And who has played power? He's a power player, but he has knee problems. Who has not developed the jump shot? That's what you need to sell me on.
Low risk, high reward. Low risk, high reward.
That's what you have to sell me.
Look at his numbers. Like you said, he coming off all these knee surgeries, still averaging 17, 16, 15.
He averaging 16 and 4, making $21 million. Jeff Teague is averaging 16 and 7, making $8 million.
Okay, and that's understandable. But how many point guards can you get that's averaging damn near 20 points?
I just told you, Jeff Teague.
But this is what I'm saying to you. Look at what we got in return. We got another point guard that's averaging less than half of what Derrick was doing.
See, that's what you're saying.
We could have traded him for much better.
What? Give me something better.
Okay,
that's my thing. See, everybody keep telling me what you get, but for what better?
Okay, I've been on record.
Prospects for one.
For the past 2-3 years since the boy got injured, I've been saying trade there.
Okay.
I've been an advocate of it.
Right.
Because waiting too long, waiting up until now, they done devalued. I'm gonna just be completely honest.
Or did he devalue himself as well?
Go both ways.
I feel the Bulls. I mean, I look at it like this, and like I was telling both of y'all, I don't think this was a they just made this decision. You know, the way the Bulls front office work, they don't just do stuff on a whim. If you knew you was gonna blow this team up like this, why not get rid of him at the All-Star break? You know what I'm saying? You had all season to try to move this man when you had good bites. You know what I'm saying?
I can
So
see
why
that.
wait to the end and then get garbage back? That's all I'm saying.
I can see that, and maybe I don't know. Maybe you think you could convince him or whatever. But at the point of time when that dude was basically saying, "I'm preserving my body," see, you keep saying former MVP, but this dude publicly saying this stuff.
And when he was saying that, it's time
and when
for you
you
to
come
go.
to me trying to make a deal, I'm trying to make the best deal for my team. I'm throwing that in your face. And what can you say? Well, he was just faking. Oh, so now you're trying to give me a player who fakes injuries? So my thing is, you could sit up here and say get XYZ, but first of all, the limit of teams that you're going to get for that does that in the last 10 to 15 years, New York and LA. So those are the only teams that you're going to talk to.
That to me makes more sense to keep him. If
No,
you know
yeah.
if you know
But
it's not
again-
a market for him,
but
you might as well
again,
keep him.
if you're keeping them, I'm paying $21 million for somebody that's going to leave. And again,
no harm, no
now,
foul,
No,
though.
no. See, you're looking at it as 1 year. This is a business. I have to look at it as future. As a GM, I don't play for just this year.
Well, listen.
I have to make sure my books are right for 2-3 years down the road. I have to tell the owner why I'm getting rid of him. Why am I paying this dude $21 million? I'm basically saying, and the owner's going to look at you and say, so you paying $21 million for him to go somewhere else next year?
But let me ask you a question. How many of the stars in the league now, and I'm just talking about like with the free agency now, you got KD, Dwight, all that, are vying to go to New York now that Derrick's there.
Yeah.
KD has openly said if New York gets them a good point guard, I will consider them. They
Okay.
just got Derrick. Who's to say KD wouldn't consider coming to Chicago? Derrick still has that, but Derrick.
No, I don't think that's
people
I don't think
No.
Yeah,
But no.
He
See,
been
that's
there
the confusion.
Yeah.
Durant,
But look,
no, Derrick Rose,
the
Derrick Rose,
organization make them not want to come here.
Exactly. The organization made them not want to come here. Not people not wanting to play with Derrick.
I don't agree with that either.
No, I
But they
agree.
wouldn't have came for
Because
Derrick though. They wouldn't have came for Derrick
the
because that's where the
organization
injuries
has
come
not-
in and him not trying to play and preserve his body.
The organization has never made any moves to legitimately build a team around Derrick. Whether it was trades, signing people in the offseason.
Man,
No, they did. Nobody
They
came
told me
here.
they struck out.
Yeah.
Don't say no. Who didn't they
tried.
try to get? Did they
Boozer?
not bring Melo here?
The only person that they really legitimately tried to make a move on was Melo.
They ain't tried to do Dwight Howard?
No.
Yeah,
No,
they did.
Dwight Howard said, I don't want to come here.
Yeah.
They tried Bron. They tried
Yeah.
Wade.
Right. They
tried that entire
saved
class.
all that
Yeah.
money for that.
They tried-
and
they
and
tried
nobody
that
went.
entire class.
And that's what happened. And that's what happened.
And then what about the trades? Like the year that they was trying to trade Luol Deng and never pulled the trigger on it was the year when
Melo was in Denver.
no.
Because they said, no, I want to keep Luol Deng.
They
And
said
Joakim
untouchable.
Noah. And you know something? Every
They
fan.
did say he was
and you know,
untouchable.
and you know something? Every NBA fan, every Bulls fan was like, I would not give him up either.
Yep.
At that time, every Bulls fan was like, I won't give him up either. Now y'all want to give him
remember
up.
that.
About dang.
But look,
Yeah, nobody wanted to give him
the
up.
year that the draft year that they was talking about trading Luol Deng was the same class Victor Oladipo and them was in it. They could have traded Oladipo to the Wizards for the third pick that year. Everybody that was picked after third, Giannis Antetokounmpo,
That's a hard name to say.
Will Cope, a bunch of legitimate stars.
And what year is this?
And again, you still
That had to
talking
be
about.
like 3 years ago.
And again, you talking about pairing Derrick with some.
Let me ask y'all this.
So why?
Y'all think
But they
that
didn't make the
Ibaka
move.
trade gonna help or hurt OKC?
Are we switching to OKC?
That's great.
You
That's
talking
great.
OKC?
Huh?
We talking OKC now?
Let's stay on the
OKC.
I know you the OKC man.
Yeah,
I got something on that too. I got you.
They was a little too hot on this Bulls to switch up. That's why I
But
ain't
what I'm
switching
saying
yet.
is, what I'm saying is, as a GM, you have to see how it works you financially in the future, not just this next year, and also talent wise,
Right.
and what's the best. And sometimes your moves are not always about talent.
But that's why sometimes the best move is no move at all. Because I look at it like this: if you keep him and he walks away, so what? Because at least that money is off the books. At least that money is off the books
That money
going
is
into
off
the
the
next
books.
year.
And then what you- and what are you doing with the
Hear
money?
me out though. So not only do you have the cap room that you already had, you add $20 million onto that. So now you could potentially sell a free agent on coming in no matter if he top tier, mid tier, or whatever, on coming in to play with Jimmy. So, see, my whole issue is in my opinion the worst place to be in sports is in the middle, especially in the NBA. Especially in the NBA. So even with you making this trade, first off, it's the same thing. Because if you don't make the trade, pretty much what you're doing, you're still gonna be that 6th to 8th, or maybe not even make it anyway. But the caveat of that is he leaves and that money.
Had to use that word.
The caveat of that is he leaves and you keep that. He leaves and you freed up that 20
I'm sorry. Can we slow clap him using the word caveat for real?
And you keep,
Exactly.
At that point, everybody fucking high.
right? And you keep that 20, and that 20 mil comes back to you because it fell off. Now the problem is you go out and you go trade for Robin Lopez, who's making $14 million a year over the next 3.
I explained to you why that's going on.
And then you got and then you pick up Calderon, who I believe is making like 9 or something. You see what I'm saying? Not only are you adding no more money, you don't even have the same financial flexibility going into the next all season as you would have had if you kept them.
Now,
so that's what makes it dumb. That's what makes it dumb. I would rather you keep them. And if you feel like you have to move them, you move them at the trade deadline, because I guarantee you a contender would have been willing to give you a prospect, maybe even a first-round pick, especially if he's performing at a high level.
In the last 10 years,
first round, that's reaching.
Now, in the last 10 years,
that's why it's a contender, because that's why you trade them to a contender though, because it's gonna be a first-round pick, but it's gonna be low. At least you get a first-round pick.
In the last 10 years, name a team that took a risk on something that did something like you just saying that happened that wasn't that. All Los Angeles Lakers or the New York Knicks.
Okay, I'm gonna say the Houston Rockets.
Yeah, I was just about to say the Houston Rockets.
They did that whole move for Dwight.
No, they signed for Dwight the year he left the Lakers. The Lakers took that chance from what's the name? Name a team.
It's team.
I'm asking. Name a team.
It's teams who done did that. In fact, I can go further back. And tell you, I believe Minnesota did it when they had KG. They did it with Spreewell.
That was for what's the name? No, KG went there. We mean KG went to.
No, when Minnesota when Minnesota was surging, they went out and they got Spreewell.
They did right after the whole choking.
They went out and got Spreewell after
the choking shit.
They went out and got Spreewell. And also Philly did it too. Philly did it too. The year Philly. Now they didn't go to the finals.
But Spreewell on his last year of his contract.
Nah,
that's the key.
That I don't know.
Now I have no. This is the thing with Spreewell, whatever. If you could tell me they was on the last, because my thing is you telling me to accept somebody that I don't know is going to be there next year. That's my thing. The only teams that do that,
that's the risk you take though.
The only teams that are capable of doing that is New York and LA.
That's the risk shit, Cleveland just did it with Kevin Love.
No.
They did though.
No. Listen what I'm saying. They traded at the beginning of the year a number 2 pick for Kevin Love. Now, I don't know if Kevin Love is he still signed with Cleveland? I mean, with Love now.
He was going into his final year when they signed him.
Right. So they re-signed him. He said, "I will resign here." That's the thing. If Derrick Rose say, "I will resign with Houston," or "I will resign," they would get him. But I'm saying, if you don't know that, only New York, only LA pick teams like Dwight Howard. Everybody wanted Dwight Howard, but everybody said, what was their number one thing? I don't know if he's going to resign. That's all they kept saying. LA said, come here. They did it with Pau Gasol, and they did it with they in New York do it with everybody. Remember Isaiah was there? They got Amari Stoudemire. They do it with everybody. They did the same thing with Melo. When we came to Denver, they traded for him, and they feel they can convince people to stay because of the venue. You can't convince nobody to say, come kick it in Sacramento.
Did it happen with Iverson?
Was
he on his last year when he went to Denver?
I don't know if he was on. Well,
I know he was at the end of his career.
I don't really know.
But we
talking. The only team that I see that would go, only type of team other than the New York or LA that would take that risk, if you're telling me Derrick Rose gonna come there and we are guaranteed to at least be in the finals. Nobody's gonna take the risk of, because you can't bring a Derrick Rose in, have a philosophy, and he leaves, and your whole philosophy is gone. Your next year is fucked.
Teams do it though.
Who?
Dallas just did it too.
I'm just
Not too long
telling you.
ago. Dallas
Who
did it with
picked-
Rondo last
who
season too.
picked- And what Dallas? And what
Dallas
Rondo
did it with
do?
Rondo. Dallas
And
did it
what
with
Rondo
Rondo.
do?
Dallas did it with Rondo,
what-
and they didn't even know if he wasn't going.
And
they
what
didn't even know if he
Rondo
was
do
going
that
to
year in Dallas?
And
He
he-
said, "I don't want to play." He was sitting on the sideline.
I mean, it is what it is, though. Like sometimes,
That's why
but that's the thing. You got to pay to play. Sometimes you got to pay to play.
But nobody plays that because can't nobody do it.
Okay, let's switch it up.
That's
'cause-
my whole point. You keep saying people, but there's the reason why teams don't do that, man. And I'm telling you, if you're a general manager and you going to the owner and you saying, "I want this guy," and then you say, "Well, is he gonna sign this year? Next year? I don't know." So you want me to eat this contract not knowing he's gonna be here next year? I have a business to run. At the end of the day, I have a business to run, G. I'm gonna send you in your
I don't
office
think
and say, "Hey,
I don't think
Patrick."
Ryan's stuff that bright.
But I'm just saying, though, y'all. I'm just saying, I have a business to run. When after this year, I still have a business to run, and that's what y'all don't understand. It's still a business.
no, it's understood.
It's not
but
really.
but
It's not,
still, I just
everything
think they
ain't about
could
a
have.
basketball move.
But
Sometimes,
they
G.
could have did a lot more. But I
Who?
want to.
That's what I'm saying. You got them two teams. Who else you gonna get?
But the who gonna be always questioned. You know what I'm
I
saying?
mean,
But
you weren't gonna get Melo. You weren't gonna get Porzingis.
true.
So who else you gonna get from New York?
that's
And
what make it so dumb.
No,
Yeah.
New York has no picks.
Let's call it-
They have no prospects.
Let's call it what it was. Derrick Rose put the Bulls in a fucked up situation. That's what he did. Call it what he did.
Yeah, because he
He
devalued
put
himself. So did the team.
and he put it.
Like-
and what I think the Bulls did, they said Butler or Rose. Butler or Rose, and they said we went to Butler. They said we going with Butler, and I guarantee before they trade Rose, they talked to Butler and said, "What you think if we go this direction?" He was like, "Cool."
Oh yeah,
think
that's
so,
gonna be the
too.
dude they're gonna have. Yeah,
And that-
you got to.
Right. So they was cool with it.
All right,
And that's why they feel
I
they
would have
let's-
got rid of both of them personally, but that's another story.
now let's touch on the OKC. You know what I'm saying? Ricky Bobby brought up the whole Ibaka thing, and of course, Kevin
Still mad
Durant
'cause-
is the flavor of the month.
Still mad because Golden State beat him.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
yeah,
Yes,
he
sir.
is.
Shouldn't
He
have.
done
Shouldn't
burnt
have.
his Durant jersey and everything.
Oh,
But now, do you think it's smart to get rid of Ibaka?
yep.
Yeah, that was needed.
Once they found out they can play Adams and Cantor at the same time, it was over
Yeah.
for Ibaka.
Yeah.
It was over for Ibaka.
But I told my guy at work, man, because he really see Durant going to New York. And I ain't gonna lie, I was like, man, it's bullshit. But something they just showed the picture.
I do too.
They showed the picture yesterday with them. I said, damn, that shit do
I
look kind of
think
good.
it will.
But
I see it
don't
too.
see him in
But I will
Westbrook
tell you
making it
that
too long.
this is just in my opinion, and it's a bold prediction. If Kevin Durant signs for OKC, I do believe at the beginning of the year Westbrook will be a Laker. I believe Oladipo was brought there to do what Reggie Jackson did.
Think so?
Yep, because
I don't see that. I don't see that.
as a friend. When they clicking with Reggie Jackson
they
was there,
was.
I don't see
and
it
who,
that
fuck,
way.
and
Yeah, I
who
don't
fucked
see
them
that.
up? Who fucked them up when they came back?
I don't see it that way.
Yeah, I don't see that.
I'm just because
it makes sense, but I don't see it.
Because
Yeah.
my thing is, you back in that same situation with Russell Westbrook. The only difference is L.A. and New York. Only motherfucker. But I think people take chances on Westbrook because of who he is. But it's still all about who you gonna sign. Now, L.A. need what? A name now.
Yeah.
They need a name now.
yeah.
And LA is known for saying, we can send you over here. Come on, Hollywood. Come
So
look.
did they
Jack
get a
Nicholson look
coach
at you every day, dog.
Did New York get a coach yet?
Did who?
New York.
They got
Yeah,
Jeff Hornacek.
yeah, they got Jeff.
Okay.
Yeah.
See, that's to me that's too radical though, man. I mean, like you
That's how they always end up on top.
was just a game away, man. Like that's too radical to me. What it looked like to me, that's just a move for Golden State because it's a strategic move too. Because not only do you add Oladipo, who's not only young, you got to understand Oladipo. He's a former number 2 draft pick. You understand what I'm saying? Not only is he athletic, not only is he a dog, but he is a defender and he is also a ball handler. So that is something you can do when you get late in games. If you instead of Russ and KD doing the my turn, your turn, you got somebody now who can facilitate that, who can make sure KD gets the ball. Oladipo's that guy.
Yeah, I like
Furthermore, I'm looking at it long term. They play Golden State, man. You gotta be able to not only make those 2 light skinned dudes defend, but you gotta be able
Foul on
to
the play.
switch
Foul on the play.
consistently. Consistently.
But you know something. You got to ask yourself. I look at this. I ask myself 2 questions when it comes to OKC. One, why did they lose? And
Kevin Durant.
With all that talent.
That's why they lost.
And with all that talent, how come they only been in the finals one time?
Kevin Durant.
See,
Injuries done hurt them the last couple of years.
Kevin Durant.
Injuries hurt them 1 year. and that was when Kevin Durant was hurt, and they didn't even make the playoffs with Russell Westbrook, who y'all want to put this.
Hey, they was a game away though.
No.
Came down to the last game of the season.
I still blame Kevin Durant for that year he got hurt.
Years that that year that Russell Westbrook missed the games, didn't they make the playoffs?
Yeah.
Reggie Jackson was controlling that.
Yeah.
But I think the number one problem in OKC is
Kevin Durant.
Nobody knows whose team it is.
That's why
Because of Kevin Durant.
Oladipo's there. I'm trying to tell you, I'm telling you, in the fourth quarter next season, you're going to see a lot of Russ playing off the ball because Oladipo is going to make sure that ball goes to KD.
You play ball.
I guarantee you that
play
ball
ball.
goes to KD.
You play ball, right?
Yeah.
I could put you in the scheme. But if you don't believe that this is Kevin Durant's team, you're not going to.
I don't think they have that issue, though.
They do.
No, I don't think they do. I think what it is that KD needs a dog because he doesn't have that dog in him.
Thank you.
So why doesn't have that dog in him?
Again, why haven't they went to the finals?
Kevin Durant.
Because of Kevin Durant.
So Westbrook, you said he needs that dog. Isn't Westbrook a dog?
Westbrook is that dog.
So why they haven't made it to the finals?
Because of Kevin Durant.
Kevin Durant.
You just said Kevin Durant needs
needs that dog
in him.
No, yeah, he needs that dog in him, and he just doesn't have it.
So he ain't have it when he won MVP?
Hell no.
There's no way you can watch OKC play and be like, yo, they win if Russ don't do what he do.
No. My point.
He has to do that.
But they won when he wasn't there. That's my point.
When?
With Reggie Jackson at point guard.
And then they was in the playoffs, and when they got to the playoffs, you understood exactly why they needed Westbrook to do what he did. Because he folded like a lawn chair. I saw Chris Paul defend the man on the block.
Why?
Kevin Durant.
No. Ricky Bobby. What happened to them in the playoffs? What happened?
Kevin Durant.
Westbrook wanted to control the game.
Westbrook came in and said, "I'm the man."
So you mean to tell me?
Mr. OC.
No, with Reggie Jackson.
Come on.
They won 20. They won. If you look at it, they last game they won 20 of their 25 last games with Reggie Jackson. Westbrook came out. They was done. Because at the end of the day, this is the only dude that Durant say, "Give me the ball," and he wave him off.
I have never seen a superstar player in the history of the NBA get more passes than Kevin Durant.
Thank you. I'm so glad somebody besides me said
like this dude gets too many passes.
He is the good guy of the decade.
Like we know who number one, but he's arguably the second best player in the game. This dude has the potential to strictly average 30 a game, night in and night out. Night in and night out. And every time he has a bad game, it always falls on Westbrook. Westbrook can have 20, 15, and 13, and for some reason it could be his fault.
You know what Westbrook do? What I tell you, Steph Curry looked like this finals.
You mean for real? Oh, I thought you meant like you was
He
playing.
looked very Russell Westbrook. It was behind the back pass was unnecessary. See, that's what you don't want to see. Westbrook can put you up 20, but then he'll come back down and be the reason you down 2.
I'm not finna say Russell Westbrook's perfect because we all know he ain't.
What's the problem? What's the problem?
We all know he's not. But I've seen countless of times over the years when it came down to the nitty gritty. KD stand on the wing or stand in the corner and not even demand the ball. You are the best player. No way. I'm not trying to hear that because you know you're not getting the ball. If you are the best player on the court, if you are the closer, if you are top 2, why don't you go get the ball? Demand the ball. I just saw LeBron doing what Kyrie Irving.
Kyrie is willing to give the ball to him.
But Kyrie is primarily a scorer.
Listen to what I'm saying. If you don't have the mindset to give me the ball,
this is fantastic
for this man.
No, listen to what you're saying. Listen to what you're saying. You saying he's not demanding the ball.
Stezo Patty.
Durant has literally clapped for the ball, and what does Westbrook do? Wave him off.
How many times have you seen?
How many times
have you seen KD sit in the corner, sit on the wing, and let Westbrook just dribble the air out the ball?
No, like you just said, he let him do it because he know he gonna shoot anyway.
No, that's an excuse.
He know he gonna shoot
That's an excuse. That's an excuse.
No excuse.
If you the leader, if you are the leader of the team, if you are the best scorer in the game, when it comes down to it, you need to go get the ball.
Russell Westbrook to understand that.
What you mean? I need to get you to understand that. Those are excuses.
That's a power struggle for the team.
Hold on, y'all. Take turns.
Right there.
Take turns.
Listen to me. If you the best player on the team and you demand the ball, but I won't pass it, what the fuck you gonna do to me?
Those are excuses.
Answer that question. What you gonna do to me?
We gonna talk about it.
We've been talking about it for 6 years.
How we know they've been talking about it?
Nigga, you don't think?
How do we know they've been talking about it?
Don't,
for all we know, KD. To me, what it looks like to me, KD is totally comfortable with OC taking.
Thank you.
It looks like he's totally comfortable.
I don't even remember.
Who was the coach?
They got a new coach, and it's the same thing.
Who was the coach for Donovan? Steve Brooks.
Scott
Brooks. Why was
yeah.
he fired?
Obviously, he was fired because they felt like he couldn't get them to the promised land. They didn't have no system.
OKC has the perfect.
They didn't
team
have
to
no
win the
system.
championship.
They definitely did.
They
On
have
paper.
the perfect
On
for
paper.
years. They didn't bought big men in there. They didn't bought a bench. They didn't got 2 dominant scorers, and you still want to say that you still can't tell me the problem why I'm only looking at 1 finals.
So if we talking about,
Apparently that's the issue.
so if if Westbrook is the problem,
You
how
called
come,
it right, OC.
How come if he's the problem, how come with Reggie Jackson they didn't go to the finals?
Because Westbrook came back. Which part are you not listening to me?
I sat there and I saw that series against the Grizzlies. I sat there and I watched that series against the Grizzlies where this dude, when it was evident that it's the reason Westbrook does what he does. It was evident. It was evident.
Thank you.
And then I saw the next series. I saw Chris Paul guard the man on the block, man.
So basically what you telling me is because we was a well-oiled machine with Reggie Jackson, Westbrook come back. We going to blame Durant.
Okay,
If you that much better with Reggie, then why you didn't? How come you didn't go further with Reggie?
Because Westbrook was a
That's
starter.
an excuse, dog. That's an excuse, man. That is an excuse.
You saying why I didn't go farther with Reggie Jackson?
This same dude that y'all say don't share the ball or wants to take over is the same dude that averages double-digit assists.
This
It
season.
does not make sense.
You not
It doesn't make sense.
Your numbers, look, dude, listen. Only because you average a triple-double. But when you go down there and you taking bad shots at bad fucking times, your triple-doubles mean nothing. That's what he does.
Who else shooting the ball on
That's
OKC
what he
besides
does.
KD and Westbrook?
Westbrook's the only one that's really shooting.
Who else shooting the ball?
Ibaka can shoot too. He got
Ibaka?
three.
Who going Ibaka that all of a sudden just changed himself into
Who
a
take more bad
three-point
shots?
shooter?
Who take more bad shots in OKC? Durant or Westbrook? That's your problem,
But you
dog.
take that.
But no,
Because they got to come from somewhere. Where else you going to get it
I'm
from?
taking it, but I'm not winning, man.
Okay.
But I'm not winning.
Okay, you two
telling
guys-
me to accept it, but I'm not winning.
Okay, you two guys are dominating the conversation. I would like
I just want to say one thing about the whole Russ leaving. Y'all, you do know Oladipo is shooting guard, right? He's not going.
He can play off the ball.
Yeah, I know he can, but he's not going to be taking over Russ' spot. Like,
No.
not gonna happen.
No, I think they really know. I think they really want KD, and KD is that dude. To me, he's that dude that would not get up there and say, "Look, we need to get rid of Russ." I don't think he's that type of dude.
He's not.
He needs
He's
to be, but he's not.
Oh, hold on. Let's see what this caller got to say.
you got to call.
Hey, what's going on?
What's up, man? Hey, I was calling to talk about that Rose trade, man.
Oh, well, okay. Now, what you got to say about the Rose trade?
Man, that trade was straight garbage, bro. Straight garbage, bro.
Why you think it's garbage?
Man, they could have got anything more for that, man. They didn't bet off trading Rose to the washing machine, bro. We do not
Anybody?
want the players they sent.
Anybody in mind?
at all.
Anybody in mind? You think they could have got?
Anybody would have been better than that, bro.
But you don't have nobody in mind, though?
A couple games.
But you don't have nobody.
You're not
in mind,
being
though?
fair with that.
No, you can't tell me. You know.
But I'm just saying for somebody to
anybody.
say, I know,
You
but
could've said-
but still, but whoever they say, you're going to then say,
No.
how can that trade work? So
No.
that's not really being
But
fair.
No, yeah, it is because you got to give me a trade that works. I'm not, and the thing about it, I'm not saying that talent wise. I'm just saying you saying I'm supposed to get more, but I'm saying give me something like you could have went here and then the numbers would have worked or whatever. And I'm like, okay, I get it. Or you know what I'm saying, this team would take that chance. I'll be like, okay, cool. Rather I think it's a bad trade or not, I understand it.
Okay, caller. What's your name, caller?
They could have kept him.
Who's this? What's your name?
They could have kept him. Betty.
Oh, okay.
They could have kept him. They should have held on to him if they was gonna trade him for little or nothing. Either let him walk, either let him walk or try to re-sign him. They ain't had nobody to swap out with him, so they should have called it a day. In the market for Rose, they should have held on.
All right, now that nigga keeps saying if you keep Rose, you keep that contract, and you not guaranteed he gonna stay. You cool with that?
I'm perfectly fine with that. Westbrook a free agent next year.
Good.
Either way it go, they got nothing for Rose. So next season we're gonna be garbage without Rose. We take up as much money as he did.
Right. I mean, when you
And we got rid of a draft pick with him.
Yeah, when you listen to the show, you would kind of get what I was. Cause I don't want to repeat it, but I hear what you're saying. I just feel it was just one of the moves that needed to be. He put the Bulls in a fucked up situation, and they had to make the move. And they, instead of waiting the next year, they decided, hey, we're gonna do what we got to do now. Because if they don't do it this year, if they didn't do it this year, we'll be having this conversation next year, talking about what point guard we gonna get. That's my opinion on it.
All right, buddy. Since we got you on the line, we just went to the topic of OKC. When you look at OKC, how do you look at them? Do you look at Kevin Durant being the problem or Westbrook being the problem? And why?
Westbrook. And
Thank
I like Westbrook.
Thank you, Canlon.
What you think the problem with Westbrook is?
His decision making, man. Decisions, man.
That's why
He'll
Oladipo's
shut
there.
the shot up like he ain't playing next to KD.
That's
man.
why Oladipo's there.
So you don't think so you don't think Kevin Durant got a little bitch in him? Because I do.
Nah, not at all, bro.
Come on.
You don't win
I
MVP
do.
being a bitch, do you?
Excuses.
Nah, you can't nasty, bro. You can't
Excuses, man.
KD nasty, man.
That's why Oladipo's there,
LeBron
though.
in the league, KD would be that dude.
See,
And he still wouldn't have no rings.
to me, like DSon, like DSon say Oladipo is there because of that. But my thing is, you could put whoever there. If Westbrook don't get the grasp that look, this is Durant's team. I don't care who you gonna put in there. They obsolete.
But Durant don't want it to be his team, if you ask me.
no,
Man,
no,
I've
no,
seen
I-
enough
Dude,
of
he just
it,
don't
man.
want to be.
Because if that's the
I've
case,
seen enough of it, man. Dude don't want it.
I don't think he wanted. I really don't.
Dude don't want it, man.
so how do you get MVP by not being?
Because he is
by
a
not
good
wanting?
guy. They had to give it to somebody else that was a good guy.
Wow.
For real. Y'all always telling me the MVP. Y'all always tell me the MVP award is for the most popular, or it's a popularity contest.
But you putting that over. I mean, don't get me wrong.
Yeah,
it does
I am.
play that,
I
but you
really
put-
am.
You put because he was a good
Vote
guy.
for
Then his talent.
Yeah.
No, I'm saying that's what it was.
Yeah, I think so. I'm sorry. I think
So you mean to tell me y'all really think that OKC is better off without Westbrook?
Yes.
Yeah.
So they're a better team without Westbrook?
Yes.
Yes.
I don't think so.
I don't agree with that.
That's it. So that's
But that's the
insane,
thing.
man.
You saying they're not a better team,
They're
but
the only team in the league with two top
that
five
ain't
players.
they went to the finals. What does that
Who
mean
was
if you
that,
ain't went to the
OKC?
finals?
Yeah,
huh?
the only team
That
with two
means
top
Kevin
five.
Durant don't have that killer in him.
So we need to get rid of Kevin Durant.
No.
I'm not
What he
saying
needs
get
to
rid
do
of
is
him.
develop some balls, and when it's
Right.
crunch time, it'd be like, give me the ball.
So
That's what he needs to do.
So wait, so you
That's what he needs to
So
do.
basically, what you're
Oh,
telling me
that's
is
what he
Kevin
needs.
Durant need to say Westbrook, this is my team, and Westbrook
Every-
need to say, yeah, it is yours.
Every great player in the league at some point in time has that moment where they demand the basketball.
And he's done
I've
it.
never seen KD on the big stage. I've never seen KD.
I've
demand.
seen KD.
I'm gonna take you back to a prime example while Russ do what they supposed. While Russ does what he needs to do. And ever since I saw that game, I was like, that is exactly why I don't fault him for doing what he do. Game in the finals in Miami, game 4, where Russ went ballistic. He went ballistic. They lost that game, but he went ballistic, and KD was shying away from the ball. KD was shying away from the ball. LeBron was pushing him out. Battier was keeping him out of the paint. I sat there and I looked at that game and I said, you know what? That's why Westbrook needs to do what he has to do.
So-
Because it does not make KD any less of a player. But what I'm saying is that he needs a guy that is a contrast to him to his personality. That was his MVP year. He needs a contrast on that team.
Yeah.
He needs a contrast on that team. I'm perfect with
why
what
we
Westbrook
got
does.
Ed? What you say your name? Eddie,
Buddy, that's
right?
Buddy.
Buddy.
Oh, my fault.
Like Hill.
Oh, Eddie. Oh, my bad.
I thought he said Buddy.
You know what the situation I would put this in? It's kind of like Shaq demanding the ball from Kobe before they broke up. If Kobe not giving you the ball, I don't give a fuck what you do. It's not going to work. This Kobe
It's
needed
a
his
power
own
struggle.
team.
No matter how you look
And
at it, it's
at
a
this
power
point in time,
struggle.
Westbrook need to be on his own team. So Shaq demanded the ball.
Coach.
Shaq, no, I mean
Wait,
Shaq.
what happened? What'd you say, Buddy? I mean, Eddie.
He need a coach. He need a coach that's gonna tell him give the damn ball up. That's what he needs. He don't need a lax, chill coach. He needs somebody like Tyronn Lue. Tyronn Lue came in halfway through the season, told LeBron, "Shut the hell up. I'm coaching."
He ain't. That was fake. Yeah, that was fake.
But I am with you. Though. He do need somebody, but I think it's kind of hard to tell somebody of Russell Westbrook caliber that you can't be the best on the team. It's kind of hard to do that now.
I don't
That
think
needed
it's
to be done
caliber.
then.
I think it's more so you can't tell Westbrook that and then have Kevin Durant run up and say, "Hey, dog, don't listen to them. Do what you do,
See,
because I don't want
think
none of
that
this pressure."
like I said, I think that example of Kobe and Shaq, that last year together, Shaq demanded the ball. Shaq wanted the ball. But if Kobe don't give it to him, Shaq was just there.
Well, he in the post, so I understand it.
But I'm just saying, at that point in time, you cannot, somebody who feel they the best, you could put, and Phil Jackson was there. And he was like, fuck you, Phil. I can do this. The next thing you know, at that point in time, one of them had to go. And hell, Shaq left for who? Lamar Odom? Yeah. Lamar Odom? So don't tell me that some trades can't be. Sometimes it's just about that.
He was on the tail end, though.
But no, he won next year. Next year he won with Miami.
Yeah.
High on the tail
that was like his last good year.
Really?
Yeah.
If you look at it was just in the finals. No, but Shaq was still probably second, third best center in the league at the time. If not first, I don't know. I can't think.
Well, around that time, the centers was falling off
because he wasn't Shaq of when they first went to L.A.
Yeah,
but he was still demanding the ball worthy.
And I didn't know his numbers was that good that year in the finals with Miami.
This is what I'm saying. He was still Shaq. He was still Shaq. But at that point in time, as general manager, you said, look, one of them got to go. And
they went with you. They went with you.
And you got Lamar Odom. So that's why I'm saying sometimes it's not about the talent. They got Lamar Odom and Caron Butler and some other dude and Brian Grant. And Brian Grant and Caron Butler was not on the Lakers the year before, the year after that. But Lamar Odom stayed. So we basically traded Shaq for Lamar Odom. Sometimes you have to do that. And what do they do because of that? They end up getting Pau Gasol. They convinced Kobe Bryant, look, we gonna get you back up there. And they made moves and got Pau Gasol for Marc Gasol.
They was ass for a while.
That's what they do. They was ass for like 2-3 years.
Ass for like
2-3 years.
They traded Kwame Brown for that, man.
You know what I'm saying? But that was Marc Gasol that made that.
The rights to Marc.
Yeah.
The rights to Marc.
Right, the rights to Marc Gasol.
Highway robbery at the time.
Not at the time, but that's the thing. You have teams that's trying to win today, and you have teams that say I want to win later. Because after, I want to say the last year the Lakers won the championship, it was arguably that Marc Gasol was better than his brother. At that time. So that's my thing. They saw young talent. Lakers don't develop young talent.
No, that's the one thing the Lakers don't do.
Win. They don't rebuild.
They don't develop.
They have the power and the assets to do that, just like New York could do. New York just picked the wrong motherfuckers. But I'm just saying, you gotta have money and all that to do that.
And you gotta have white women. Y'all keep leaving out white women.
It's a reason why
I don't know why y'all keep leaving out white women.
It's a reason.
L.A. and New York got the most population of white women ready to go.
I'm just saying, it's a reason they always there.
Think about it.
And it ain't. And some of it is luck.
Miami got like a mixture of white Cuban.
Some of it is luck and some of it is not. And they tried it. Sometimes it don't work. What they do? Bring Dwight Howard over here. They tried it. And if the father didn't die, that shit probably would have worked.
Oh, that's wrong. All right, Eddie. You got more, Eddie. We're going to leave you on the line. Ain't nobody else calls. Go ahead, Eddie. What's your next comment about the NBA?
Hey, I just want to speak on that, touch on that Russell Westbrook thing again. Like, I understand what y'all saying, bro, but I think they could work with KD and Russell. They just need to find a balance, and I think they ain't found that yet. That's the only thing. Because they made it back to the conference, whatever. They almost made it there. If Golden State didn't get lucky, they would have made it there. They flipped us the last game.
So Eddie, you refuse to call KD a bitch.
See,
that's really
I'm
what
not
it sounds.
calling him that now.
I am. I've been calling him a bitch for the past 3 seasons.
So you feel like if it came down to it, they would build a team around Russell or KD?
No, they're gonna build around KD because he's that image. I don't think they're gonna build around.
You don't think
Russell.
he's a better player?
No, he is a better player. I need him to be the better player on the floor.
Because that's
So he's
valid.
a better player.
That's valid.
Yeah, he is. I mean,
That's valid.
skill.
So
I told you before.
so as
if
a
he
owner-
had that foot on the neck mentality, if he had just 15% of Larry Bird trash talking, I'm finna show you I'm the best. That motherfucker gets 64 times in the
So
season.
as an owner right now, you know what kind of player he is. You say he doesn't have that mentality. Do you say, fuck it, we gonna go with Westbrook?
Nope. You know why? Because me being an owner, I'm trying to sell tickets, keep the fans happy. Now, if I want the ring,
Yeah, you want the ring.
for the ring, yeah, I'm going with Westbrook.
You
If KD is still not ready to man up and just take over the league, he has yet to take over the
I'm
league.
on his team with that.
You know what I'm saying? That's all I want him to do. Just give me one good season.
He's not taking over the league because there's some dude over there in Cleveland that just always out playing.
Yeah.
That's why
I
he's
mean,
out
but
the league.
okay, but let me get a 1 and 2. Let me get a, you know what I'm saying? Let me show off. Just snap.
He had the MVP, led the league in scoring. I mean, I don't know what else. He's NBA first.
I mean,
team.
keep it
Don't
consistent.
translate to nothing, though.
Keep it consistent.
It don't. But now you saying that don't translate to something, but you keep throwing Russell
ain't
Westbrook
one
Because he
out.
needs him.
That don't translate
Because
to
he
nothing.
needs him. He needs him.
Yeah, he does. He does. But Russell Westbrook, to me, need to realize, look, I don't have to play hero ball all the time. And that's what he does. Because my thing is, you keep telling me that this is the perfect team and they got all this, but yet you blaming KD for why they not in the fight. It got to be an issue. So it's a problem somewhere.
I said it's a power struggle.
It's a power
It's
struggle.
KD.
Russell want to make a name for himself.
No, I don't think it's that. I think KD just allows Russell.
Yeah,
like,
I'm
he-
telling
he
you,
did.
he allows
So
him.
I say he humbled
stop
himself
it,
too
right?
much.
Yeah,
Don't humble.
You
Don't
can't
humble.
do it. You're right. I agree with you.
But that's
You
what
can't
I'm
do
saying.
that.
Don't humble, nigga. You the man. Show him why you the
get
man.
that, but at the
Show him why you got all the white
But at
girls.
the same time, I keep telling you, we all been on the court. You can tell a motherfucker to pass you the ball, but if he headstrong, he don't pass you the ball. Ain't shit. You can demand the ball all you want. If I don't pass it to you, you just a motherfucker.
And
sitting there
another
demanding
thing
the ball.
that hurts them as a duo, and it's been the same since they've been together. And I think that's more of the culprit than Westbrook is the fact that they don't have a system. They don't have a system. Like every time they come up the court, it's my turn. Okay, your turn. My turn. It's your turn.
Right.
Like they don't have anything.
You need to know somebody who's the leader of the team.
They don't have anything that gets them through the deep water, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? Like when they exactly like, you know, and I rock with Billy Donovan because Billy Donovan, he was that dude at Florida. I rock with Billy Donovan. You know what I'm saying? But even when they were up 3 games to 1, people fail to realize. I mean, everybody just seen it. But if I'm not mistaken, 2 out of those last 3 games, they were up double digits. They were up double digits in the second half.
They won by
And
double digits on
and
2 games.
by sharing the ball and attacking the bucket. And then for some reason in the second half, they went right back to isolation basketball. And not only was Westbrook the culprit of that, because I'm not scapegoating them all, KD did an awful lot too. And then in the fourth quarter, it got the times where I literally saw KD not
shut
going
down.
to the ball. Like not going to the
Hold on.
ball.
All right, hey Eddie, thanks for the call in. We got another one coming in.
All right, man.
Hello, you called in. What's up?
Go ahead.
Yeah, I want to call in. This Kevin, I want to call in from, talk about the Derrick Rose trade, man.
Well, this Derrick Rose trade is hot.
You hurt? You not hurt, are you?
You said what?
You not hurt, are you?
He sound like he happy.
No, I'm not hurt at all, man. No. You know what? I'm somewhat in the middle about it. This is kind of how I look at it. The best thing Chicago could have did was part ways with Derrick Rose. Derrick Rose needed a new start. The Bulls need a new start. It's plain and simple. It's basically a time for everybody to just step back and realize that Rose ain't the dude that we thought he was going to be. Everybody wanted him to come back and be this, amazing comeback story and remarkable injury recovery and all that, but hey, it didn't happen. Now it's time to turn the reins over to Butler, man. Like, dude is a superstar.
Butler? No, slow down. I don't think Butler's a superstar.
Now,
I think Butler's good.
Now, one thing I'll tell you one thing we do in Chicago, we do overrate our players.
Hell
We
yeah.
make motherfuckers better than they really are. Like Matt Forte.
You know what? You are not gonna sit in this Bears basement and slam 40.
I'm sorry.
40 was not overrated.
I don't call him Matt Forte. I call him
You call him 40. You call him
That's
40.
his name, Whack Shit.
You call him 40. Mama named him 40. You gonna call him 40. He's not
But we're
overrated.
not gonna talk about
Yeah,
football.
we're not gonna go football.
We're gonna
yet.
talk about he can't get in the end zone from the red zone.
You know what?
But it was a lot different, though. See, if Rose would have produced like Forte did, I feel a lot worse about Forte leaving.
Stezo slow clap. There you go, Kevin. There you go,
You
Kev.
only one clap.
I like you,
Go ahead, man.
Kev.
Back
I
to
like
the
you,
basketball
Kev.
thing, man.
Say it again, Kev. Say it again.
But I mean, but that's what I'm saying. If it was that type of impact, though, if Rose had that type of impact on the on the Bulls, then I would feel like it was a little more it was a little more impactful on him leaving. But dude, we got back 3 nice ass sheets. We opened up the room to make a lot of things happen. So I mean, it's better for the Bulls, and personally knowing Derrick Rose from Chicago, I'm pretty sure he wanted to succeed in Chicago. He wanted to do good in front of the home team fans, but it just didn't work out. Now he get a fresh start. He's going to go over there and ball for real.
Yeah. So you think I'm just asking. Is your gripe is you think they could have got more? That's what you thinking?
I think, actually, to be honest, I think it was a pretty even trade. because
Ooh, Kevin, you ain't my friend no more.
I agree with you, Kevin, but go ahead. I mean, you have your reasons. I hear you.
The only thing I didn't like is the fact that I probably would have tried to get a first round pick instead of that.
They don't have any. New York didn't have any.
As far as the players that we got, I mean, Lopez is a solid backup, or a starting center, depending on who you put him next to, which you probably gonna end up starting Portis next year if we don't get no power forward in free agency. And then the young guy Grant, he still got a lot of room to prove. And Chicago is a damn good point guard.
Well,
he can shoot. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he hit a jumper, but I think he was brought here more so. he more so was here. I think was brought to try to keep Powell here because they play in Spain and all that. Because honestly, I think if Powell gone, don't be shocked if he's bought out. That's just my opinion.
Powell ain't gonna be around. Neither is Noah. I mean, shit, they got Lopez. They can't have Lopez there, Noah. That's too
right.
much
He was brought in for Noah.
And that's too much. That's too much shampoo.
That's too many hair products and shit. And shit. You know what I'm saying?
He always said the only thing good about Noah was his sister when she showed up. That's the only thing good.
Yeah.
His mama's supposed to be bad too. She's like a model or something.
She alright. She like 50. Yeah. No, his father played tennis. His mama was like, yeah. I mean, his mom's not ugly. I seen her. She's not ugly, but you know. I'm just saying, white cracks.
Yeah,
so you see the age in the face.
I think it was like you said. He put Chicago back against the wall, and they had to make a move. And New York and LA is probably the only two teams that's willing to eat that contract. So,
all right, Kevin, let me ask you a question though. Rose already said months and months, damn near years ago, that he's saving his body and all this bullshit. Why didn't they trade his ass then?
I mean, it was almost like it's hard to explain. It's like you want to give this dude a chance because you know the story. Like I said, you know the story. You know the love that people got for him. But at the same time, it was damaging to keep him longer. I think honestly we should have made a move for Rose maybe a year ago.
Yeah, like why wait? That's my whole thing. I mean, love or not, it's a business.
I agree with you. The only problem with that at that point in time was Rose was only playing like 30, 40 games. So you probably wouldn't get much more. I mean, in the last 3 years...
You could have sold him as fresh, though.
But I'm just saying...
I mean, for real.
In the last 3 years, I think Rose and played 120 games. It's kind of hard. That's a kind of hard sell pitch for a point guard that played the way he played with 3 knee surgeries. I'm not giving you too much for it. I mean, I can't. 3 knee surgeries?
It probably would have been hard. It probably would have been harder to deal them too, man, because it would have been all right. Opposed to just me having them for 1 year, and I got them for 2.
Yeah,
for 40. Nah, bro.
He had just missed the full season.
Yeah, just missed the full season. Yeah.
I don't know. You got some dumbass GMs.
And the way he played,
I think they would have.
Obviously,
they would have had that whole right. They would have had that. I can rebuild him. I can make him better. I don't think the Bulls got a good relationship
got Tim
with other motherfuckers.
In the building, probably could have repaired them.
Well, all this could have been avoided if y'all motherfuckers would have traded Dame for Melo back when he was in Denver.
He's untouchable, remember?
Oh yeah, that is true.
Yeah, and Melo wasn't coming to the Shy.
We had the chance to sign Melo.
Yeah. Well,
y'all thought y'all had a chance.
Yeah, you thought you had.
Yeah, Melo wasn't coming in.
He came for the free liquor in the party. He was not trying to
200 million reasons to not come in.
It was funny, right, on the real. It was so funny because they wanted Melo so bad. Some strip club held a La La lookalike.
Yeah,
yeah.
And then another one had
a bunch of light skinned Mexicans trying to be La La. I was like, y'all serious?
Yeah, after seeing her titties on y'all bullshit show Power, I'm not even.
You spend all the money on them and treat them real nice and take them out to their fancy dinner and think you're gonna get it at the end of the night.
You said you don't like Power?
But we're not talking about that right now. We're listening to Kevin. Y'all are disrespecting our call-in guest, Kevin. Kevin, repeat that, please, because they just being rude over here.
I know. I said Melo treated Chicago like that chick who just quit for some food and shit, so she can get a meal and shit and a nice drink and go out and party. And when he thinks he gonna hit that night, she gonna get a nigga a kiss on the forehead.
Yeah, you talking about Nola friends? Yeah, we know all about them. We know all about them. Yeah, Nola Fox got a bunch of friends like that.
Like it's true. Like, hey Kevin, we haven't addressed this yet, but I'm just curious. Do you have a reason why you think no studs are actually attracted to Chicago to come play?
Honestly, to me, it's between management and the cold ass weather don't help either.
See, the reason why I disagree with the cold weather because New York keep grabbing motherfuckers.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
LeBron got niggas going to Cleveland.
Right, they going to Cleveland.
Hey man, the problem.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't think that had nothing to do with it.
The Knicks fill seats. No matter what's going on with their team, they fill seats.
You know what I'm saying? I just think they don't like the Bulls.
Like my opinion, I think everybody, they blame the organization, the front office. But the thing about it is, the whole organization has a facelift. Nobody that was back then is there. So
but when the motherfucking name is Gar and it sounds like garbage,
but you know something?
that's a sign right there, dude.
I really think that shit goes back to
Jordan,
Scottie Pippen, and Michael
Jordan. I do
shitting
too.
on the organization.
Yep.
And we all know Michael Jordan, what he says is law in the basketball.
Y'all remember?
And they shitted on him, and now people don't. And the thing about it, only person to me I think got shitted on if they got a complaint was really Scottie Pippen.
Yeah, well, he shit on himself saying that dumbass contract because of his back. But remember that one free agent year, I don't know the year because I ain't a stat guy. You had Grant Hill, Tim Duncan, and somebody else. They all flew Tracy McGrady. They all flew into Chicago, had big ass parties, big ass dinners, and left out knowing damn well they wasn't gonna sign. And then later on, people started saying rumors were Mike said this, Mike said that. You know what I'm saying?
He wasn't no rumor. He said that shit a couple of years ago. Neither with the draft class. Oh, not that draft class. That free agent class with D-Wade, Broad, and Washington. He ain't making no better neither because he had came out and they was asking him about his interest in signing with Chicago. And he flat out said, like, I look at how they treated Mike and Scotty. That didn't make it
right.
no better.
And that's what I'm saying.
That didn't make
because
it
of
no better.
what they said years ago, and like I said, they
Still
were
resonate.
law. And the thing about it, I think they was compensated for what they did. And that, because, I mean, if you look at it, the Bulls, behind the Lakers and the Celtics, the Bulls have the most championships.
The most storied franchise.
They have the most championships. And Jerry Krause made that happen. And you fired him? I mean, think about it. So, and that was Reinsdorf's boy. So they got rid of them, and people still don't want to come to Chicago. They still living off what Mike said. It's regardless, and that's fucked up. You praise Mike, but him and Pippen is the reason why motherfuckers don't want to come here in the city.
All right, y'all, we gonna wrap this up. Kevin, since you're on the line, we do this thing with the pardon shots. So, Kev, go first with your. Oh, wait, hold on, Younggin pointing.
I wanted to talk about the champions,
man, dude, we already at 55 minutes.
Look, just shout out to Kyrie Irving and J.R. Smith being the first niggas getting bleachy, baby.
the first niggas.
Yeah, out in Cleveland since they won the championship.
And black men with money been fucking white hoes for the longest.
This championship.
They won the championship. They the first.
No, Mike and Scotty didn't have Instagram. Trust me.
I know that.
They was bleached up. They was
this
Clorox.
year they the first on the team to win.
Oh, first. Oh, okay.
Scotty
Okay.
married one.
You know, no. She was like a Hispanic, the
okay.
Latina. But all right, so we're gonna do the closing remarks. Kev, you got a closing remark?
Yeah. Fuck the Cavs. Fuck the Warriors. The 72-10 Bulls are the best team in the league, and the Bulls is actually smart for trading Rose. I actually, I see something real big coming up. Like once they make a couple other moves, we might suck next year, but the year after that, solid shit. I'm looking forward to it.
All right, who else got a pardon shot? Let's make these pardon shots quick. I don't want y'all giving y'all dress rehearsals.
And I appreciate your optimism.
And that's Younggin at his finest.
Fuck Westbrook. KD is the man. OKC all day, baby.
Hey,
Nigga ain't never been to Oklahoma.
I'm going next week.
Hey, think the Bulls, Derrick Rose put the Bulls in a fucked up situation. That's all they could have got for him. They took it. I think Westbrook gonna end up being a Laker if Kevin Durant signs with OKC. For some reason, I see Westbrook being a Laker before the season.
Okay.
Tibbs is going to show and expose the Bulls of being real idiots when it comes to making personnel
They
decisions.
call me Mr. Tibbs.
right, my partner shot. You know, I'm not gonna be too fancy, too fake. I just want to get a selfie with me, DSon, and my Allen Iverson collectible over there.
It's not gonna happen.
All right, but I think this gonna sound crazy as hell. This finals made me watch NBA more. I may watch it more because you know my rule that nigga was I don't watch that shit till after All-Star break. I think it's gonna change, and not because Cleveland won. It was just kind of.
It was some good ass games.
It was the playoffs. I mean, the playoffs was kind of blowout-ish, but the finals was kind of good. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, exactly. I can't lie. It was a good finals. You know what I'm saying? And it's the first one that I didn't bet on. I mean, that's seriously right. You know what I'm saying? I didn't bet on shit. All right. On that note, we out.